everyone, Travis Bowman here. I'm a fingerstyle guitar player and retro video game nerd. Let's have a look at a brand new gaming desk from SEDETA. Now, full disclosure, this desk was sent to me by SEDETA for free for the purposes of review, but all the opinions in this video are going to be my own, and all they asked me to do was review it for you guys. I already had a desk set up in the corner of my game room, but I wanted to give my girlfriend Emily something in the opposite corner for her own setup. She's a gamer just like myself, and we enjoy a ton of video games both on modern and retro consoles, as well as on the computer. We chose this particular desk for review based on the functionality for her specific setup, as well as the ability to play a wide variety of different consoles, video games, and some personal stuff like picture frames, candles, and this super awesome Lego cat that we built together. If this desk doesn't fit your style, I would encourage you to check out SEDETA's website, as this is just a small drop in the bucket. They have several desks of all different shapes and sizes to suit your specific needs. Let's go over some basic specs of this desk while we continue to go through the unboxing and setup process. This desk measures 21.6 inches deep, 78.8 inches wide, and 60 inches tall, and features 3 rows of some pretty large shelves on either side, with a fairly large desktop that features a skinnier monitor stand directly above that, and we've got some nice space up top for knickknacks and even some smaller video games and consoles. We've also got a USB multifunctional LED light strip that's included with instructions on how to install it for this desk. This is a really cheap desk, and I mean that in the sense that it's a desk at a budget price. I can't say how much this will cost in the future, but right now it's selling between $150 to $200. That's a ton of desk for the price, so is it worth it, or is it just another cheap desk? We can honestly say that this desk is actually pretty sturdy. It took us about 2.5 to almost 3 hours to assemble it, and the instructions are pretty clear and concise. I only messed up the orientation of the shelves one time, and that was totally my fault. In addition to a few bolt-style screws, we've also got some actual wood screws here too. This is to ensure that it can hold the weight of some heavier stuff like some monitors or speakers. And after putting all this together myself, I can say pretty confidently that I don't think this is going to fall apart or anything. That being said, all of the assembly is done with a small Allen wrench. Your hand is going to be wrecked with all the tightening once you're done with it. I would definitely not recommend using a power drill on this desk either. With this type of wood, you could easily over drill and crack it, and nobody wants that. Just make sure you tighten the bolts and screws just enough. You really got to be patient with this. I think the main advantage to this desk is all of the extra storage you've got. I guess I should say display space instead of storage, because there are no drawers or actual cabinets or anything like that on this desk, but SEDETA offers a few different desks with those options if you'd rather have something like that. There is a ton of customization here, especially if you're into video game consoles or collectibles. You've got a lot of space to show off pretty much anything that you want. Emily didn't have the time to set up her desk exactly the way she wanted it, and as much as we would like to get that on camera, it's safe to say that this might take a while to customize. A lot of thought is going to have to go into this, because there are so many different ways to display anything and everything you could want. This desk is designed with PC gaming in mind, but I can honestly see a really nice retro gaming setup over here as well. These shelves are very spacious, and you can fit a ton of consoles of all different varieties, shapes, and sizes over here. And with modern wireless controllers that are available now for some retro consoles, you won't have to worry about controller cables going all over the place and ruining this modern, organized vibe that the desk is giving off. With the metal frame, I can foresee cable management being really nice and organized with this specific desk. There are 2 places on the desktop where you can drop video cables and power cables through. You know, before we got this, I told Emily that if for any reason, if she doesn't like it, then she doesn't have to keep it. We can always find her another desk that works better for her. But I really think it's safe to say that she fell in love with it, and it really fits her style. And I'm super excited to see what she adds to it over time. And it's really awesome to see her have a corner of the game room just for herself. Alright, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and by that I mean this big wooden cabinet that's also in the corner with this desk. In order to prepare for this video, we actually had to move a lot of furniture around, and as a result, it took us an entire weekend to film. This cabinet will likely be out of the way in the future, but we just didn't have the time, or quite frankly the space, to move it for this video. That being said, this desk still kind of works in this space, even though it would obviously look a lot better with this other cabinet out of the way. The desk isn't as pretty here as it could be if we had moved it, but at least you can see that it really can fit into some tight spaces if that's needed for your specific setup. Okay, so the cat's out of the bag. We like the desk, but it's not without issues. First of all, the LED light strip is kinda cheap and the adhesive isn't that great. As you can see in this footage, this light strip that we mounted upside down, as per the instructions, is already falling down not even a full hour after we installed it. That's honestly to be expected, and the LED light strip is totally optional. You don't have to put this thing on there if you don't want to. If we want some LEDs in this corner in the future, we can probably just buy some better quality ones and really get crazy with them if we want. I'd also like to mention that this light strip is USB powered, and they did not include a wall plug to go with it. For some reason, that's become a common practice in the last 10 or 15 years, and I'm glad to speak on everybody's behalf when I say this. If you're going to sell us a product that is USB powered, please include a brick to go into the wall so we can use that item right then and there, instead of searching around the house for a spare power brick that we know likely doesn't exist because we've already used them all. Having that LED light strip there is a really nice touch on paper, but in practice, it's just not working out. We live in Arkansas, and I'm pretty sure that this desk actually shipped from New Jersey. At the time that we got this in the mail, we're in the hottest part of the summer, and I imagine that that didn't do the adhesive on this LED light strip any favors at all. We also found a flaw in this metal bar right here. This obviously happened in shipping, and the box was pretty rough upon arrival. It was packed with mostly styrofoam, and maybe this wouldn't have happened if it were packed with bubble wrap instead. Still, it's totally not a big deal because this flaw was ultimately hidden once that desk was put together completely. But if it was worse than this, SEDETA claims that they offer free replacement parts, which is not something that's typical of brands like this. And if we wanted to, we could have reached out to them to get a replacement bar, but we figured as long as it's hidden and it functions as it should, then it's not that big of a deal. By the way, my cats really appreciate all of this styrofoam, so thanks so much for that. Overall, we're very happy with the desk. The instructions were very clear and concise, and we honestly had a pretty good time putting it together. It's a lot like building Legos. It takes a long time, but in the end, you get to enjoy what you've created together. My favorite part of the desk is the ability to show off pretty much anything you want. This should appeal to a fairly wide variety of nerds that want a decent-sized gaming desk for their setup. If you're interested in something like this for your setup, I would highly encourage you to check out SEDETA's website, because this is just one of many desks that they offer. We're talking everything from crazy couples gaming desks to the fancy office type desk complete with drawers for storage. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let us know what you think about this particular gaming desk from SEDETA, and if you're looking to get something like this for yourself. Thanks to SEDETA once again for sending the desk to us, and we can't wait to actually set it up fully. Emily's very excited to customize it. Thank you guys for subscribing, and we'll catch you guys at the next video. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.